Good morning, world. Here we are at Indian Creek, the home of Indian Creek mushrooms and a little permaculture farm we got going on here today. Those grapes in front of us are really looking good. It's our native muscadine. Sun's just coming up. It's about 50 degrees, fog's on the lake. We're down here by the garden enjoying a walk through this morning. Still a little chilly to get to work. I've got to put some water on the garden. Had a little bit of rain last night, but it was too little. We got an outstanding early spring part of winter garden. Cilantro, carrots, kicking butt. Yesterday we planted this one row right here. It's about 75 foot. That's going to be all beets. To the left of that row is cilantro. It's about 2 foot tall. It's going to start flowering pretty soon. And this row right in front of that yellow handle, which is a McLeod. It's a giant hoe. Firefighters use it, but I garden with it. Anyway, that's all carrots and cilantro and some native plants in there. We had planted this row right here and some turnips, but that was before that big badass freeze we had, and it took those guys out. Another row of carrots right here, looking really good. And beside it, we've got us a nice row of beets that are just, man, they're beautiful. Beautiful beets. And here we're going to have a lot of lemon basil from last year's crops. I've got basil and cilantro that I no longer have to plant it. It comes up every year, a la natural. Cilantro at the end of this row again. That's all cilantro way down there. We've got a couple of squashes here from last year's garden. No telling what they're going to turn out to be like. Oh, and here comes Gabby, the garden kitty. Good morning, Gabby. She's a talker. Good morning. Anyway, this is a row of carrots as well. Thousands and thousands and thousands. And we use our old mushroom blocks here in between these rows to help build this soil, and it's working. But look at that right there. There's some blue oyster, gray oysters coming up from the old substrate. Wasn't quite finished yet. In this row here, we've planted yellow squash, a whole bunch of mounds of yellow squash, and then we had planted carrots here, and we had planted chard here. So we've got Swiss chard coming up, and we've got carrots coming up, and we'll have squash coming up in here. It'll be a variety pack. And here we've got this couple of rows of tender greens have already come up and gone to seed. We're leaving this for our pollinators. We'll let it stay all the way and let it go ahead and seed out, and maybe we'll have some of those guys. Here's a really nice thing that we have to pull to get out of hand. That's lamb's quarters, a good edible green, almost like spinach. We've got a few in here. We've pulled a few thousand of those guys. Yeah, let's walk around here and see what else we've got going on. That's just so pretty for me. I love these guys. And here's our couple of rows. This is a row of tomatoes. We put these in a few days back. And then we've got some jalapeno peppers in here and some bell peppers. This row is a double row of green beans, and they're starting to sprout. We've been putting having to water them every couple of days. It's been kind of dry this spring. And here's a few more rows. We've got a lot of cilantro, a few other things in there, some old carrot rows, but we've got to start digging this bad boy. More cilantro. That white flower is cilantro flowers. And here's some more peppers. More cilantro. There's our peach trees, which have come back from being froze dang near to nothing. A lot of trees didn't make it. A lot of my... Okay, it's going to get bright here. Oh, look at this. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful morning over the lake here in Lake Livingston. We're looking out across at Cape Royale. The steam's coming off the lake. It's beautiful. The cormorants are waking up. Fish eating madmans. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, let's look at some peaches. So there we got some peaches coming on. We're going to eat a few peaches this year. Yeah. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right. Well, y'all have a wonderful day.